Jay-Z has spoken out on Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl announcement. In a statement shared by Hot 97, Jay-Z praised Lamar's upcoming Super Bowl performance, calling him a once-in-a-generation artist.
Drake does not want Kendrick to perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That is the play here. All this is because he does not want Kendrick to perform that song at the Super Bowl. Lord child, it's nasty.
I wanted to announce this before we even get into gambling.
Run.
Because I'm excited. But February 9th, for anybody that's watching from Australia, I'm coming back to Australia the first time in 8 years.
I remember when I was about like 17 years old. I was in a parking lot and I was watching Jay-Z. For me, that was really a moment that unlocked something in my mind. It made me realize that all this is possible, you know. So I want to thank him, both of them, for that moment.
There's no reason why Lil Wayne should not be performing the Super Bowl. There's one person who's stopping this. I know, you know, it's not really a secret. Lil Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's that? Who's Lil Wayne artist? Drake.
Okay, so the drama between Drake and the music industry just hit a whole new level. Not only is he going after Universal Music Group with legal action, but now he's threatening to sue the NFL. And why? Because he doesn't want Kendrick Lamar performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl halftime show. Can you even believe the audacity? Drake's saying if they let Kendrick perform that diss track, both UMG and the NFL are getting dragged to court. But hold on to your seats because this tea gets even hotter. Jay-Z, who's been running the NFL's music strategy through Roc Nation since 2019, apparently sent Drake a warning message basically saying, don't even think about messing with Kendrick's performance. Now, if you know anything about Jay and Drake's history, you know there's already so much tension there. Word on the street is that Jay's actually the mastermind behind Kendrick's Super Bowl performance, possibly using it to send Drake a not-so-subtle message. Drake's fans are literally losing it trying to cope with their fave getting humiliated, and some of them are cooking up these wild theories. Get this, they're saying Jay-Z is using Kendrick like a chess piece to get revenge on Drake, Lil Wayne, and Birdman over their old beef. But the question everyone's asking is, can Drake actually legally stop Kendrick from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? Let's dive into this piping hot mess.
Timing of this just says he just doesn't want the song played at the Super Bowl. And because in a lawsuit, the NFL is going to tell Kendrick, hey, you can't play this song. You know what I'm saying? At this point, they're going to start to rehearse, you know what I'm saying, for the Super Bowl halftime show. And what the NFL is going to be like, hey, give us your set list. If Not Like Us is on that set list, they're going to be like, oh, this is involved in a lawsuit? Yeah, we don't want nothing to do with that.
Okay, let me spill all the tea about why Jay-Z has beef with Drake, because this history goes way back. We need to rewind to the early 2000s when Drake was just getting started. After he dropped his So Far Gone mixtape, Jay-Z actually reached out and put him on Blueprint 3. Like, imagine being a newcomer and getting that kind of cosign from HOV himself. Drake only did the hook, but still, that was huge. The love kept flowing into the next year when Jay jumped on Drake's debut album Thank Me Later for the track Light Up. But here's where things start getting spicy. While it took Jay-Z 3 whole albums to become a legend, Drake came in acting like he was already the next big thing. When Watch the Throne and Take Care dropped in the same year, Drake couldn't help himself and threw his first shade on DJ Khaled's I'm on One, basically saying, I'm just feeling like the throne is for the taking, watch me take it, the nerve. And then, oh my goodness, Birdman had to stick his nose in and make everything even messier. He went on record saying Lil Wayne was better than Jay-Z. His exact words to Tropical TV were just straight up disrespectful. I don't think Jay-Z is the #1 MC in no kind of way. Wayne's the best, he do the most, and he make the most money. I don't think no man in the business make more money than us. How can you be the best if you don't make the most money and you don't do the most lyrically? Come on, man, be for real, can't nobody F with Wayne. If you #1 and you ain't getting no money, it don't mean nothing. Fast forward a year, and Jay-Z wasn't about to let Birdman's flex go unchecked. On Watch the Throne's lead single, he fired back with that iconic line, I'm like really half a billy, you got baby money, keep it real, they ain't got my lady money. But Lil Wayne took it to a whole other level on It's Good, dropping that super controversial line about kidnapping Beyonce. Like, who even goes there? He rapped, talking about baby money, I got your baby money, kidnap your B, get that how much you love your lady money. And of course, Drake had to jump in and defend his mentor on the same track, saying, please pardon my brother, he's just angry at you who don't have your heart and your rish and got too effing comfy. But wait, because this story takes an interesting turn. By 2014, Drake actually admitted to Rolling Stone that Watch the Throne pushed him to be better. It literally inspired him to create Started from the Bottom. The tension seemed to cool down, and they even collaborated on Pound Cake Paris Morton music too. Jay-Z was so cool about it that he let Drake keep the track for his album Nothing Was the Same, even though Jay had originally planned to use it on Magna Carta Holy Grail.
He's definitely one of my favorite rappers and like one of my favorite people, period. So it's tough not to want to like just go off
just
and
rap.
Give people those moments. Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm gonna do, is just rap.
So you have like built a nice relationship with him.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I think like one of the strongest, I think, if not the strongest.
Of all the other
Yeah.
rappers?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's like, he's just like an incredible mentor to me, and gives me great guidance. And he's very, very supportive. And you
Is
know,
that a new relationship, or were you guys always cool?
no, it's always been like that. You know,
Really?
I mean, I think the more I make him proud, you know,
Aw, that's
I
so
think, yeah, like,
cute.
you know, the more I show him prove, like that, the like, you know, that's where the relationship grows. You know, it's just like the more he has to say to me, you know, and I've been consistent enough to sort of deserve or warrant advice from him.
Right.
And he gives it to me, you know, and he's just, I saw him last night. He's like, he's the best.
Wow.
But just when everyone thought the drama was over, Drake just had to stir the pot again. In this Rolling Stone interview, he threw the shadiest comment about Jay-Z's art references, saying, "It's like Hob can't drop us these days without at least 4 art references. I'd love to collect at some point, but the whole rap art world thing is starting to feel kind of corny. Like, why Drake? Why?" Jay-Z wasn't about to let that slide. Just a month later, he clapped back on Jay Electronica's We Made It remix with these killer lines. "Sorry, Mrs. Drizzy, for so much art talk. Silly me rapping about is that I really bought while these rappers rap about guns they ain't shot and a bunch of other silly is that they ain't got the shade." Drake was clearly waiting for this because a week later, 1 week, he fired back on draft day with, "I'm focused on making records and getting bigger. Just hits, no misses, that's for the married folk." And as if that wasn't enough, during a Toronto Raptors game against Jay's Brooklyn Nets, Drake had to throw more shade. "This is the people's team out here tonight, you know what I mean? Toronto Raptors, Jay-Z somewhere eating a fondue plate? Like really, Drake?" This back and forth just kept escalating. Jay checked Drake on DJ Khaled's They Don't Love You No More with that infamous line about Drake being soft as a lacrosse team. But Drake wouldn't back down. On Summer 16, he literally claimed Jay's throne with, "I used to want to be a Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay." The audacity. The drama didn't end there. After Drake and Jay seemed to make peace with pop style, things got weird because Jay-Z only dropped 2 lines on the track. Drake took this so personally, y'all. That's when Jay had to check Drake again on DJ Khaled's I Got the Keys, throwing shade about Drake not owning his masters with lines like, "Till you're on your own, you can't be me. How we still slaves in 2016. And to really drive his point home, Jay added that iconic line, "Real life, I'm like HOV. Real life, I'm life goals. In real life, they're like me. In real life, I'm like no." Drake was so in his feelings about this that he dropped a solo version of Pop Style on Views. At this point, Jay-Z seemed done with all the drama and stopped responding. But Drake? Oh no, he kept throwing shade. On his collab with 21 Savage, he came for Jay's comments about owning masters, saying, "You ain't own it right away, you had to wait on, man. I'm only 29, have some patience with us. Plus I never met nobody from my label, I just pop up with the music then they pay." Here's the tea. By the time Drake was Jay's age when Reasonable Doubt dropped, Drake had already won a Grammy and had the highest grossing tour of 2012. Plus, Jay didn't even get his masters until he was 45. This got Jay fired up enough to respond on DJ Khaled's Shining with 12 solo albums all platinum. "I know you ain't out here talking numbers right. I know you ain't out here talking summers right. Fast forward to now, and we're back in full drama mode. After news broke that Kendrick, not Lil Wayne like fans hoped, would headline the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans, everyone started speculating that Jay-Z was pulling strings behind the scenes. People are saying Jay's using his position as NFL's live music entertainment strategist to settle old scores with Drake, Wayne, and Birdman.
I love Kendrick Lamar. I love the pop-up. I think he's one of the top artists of this generation, period. Hate the selection. It's in New Orleans. You don't get Lil Wayne. That's what we doing?
Yeah.
Listen, you don't get Lil Wayne in New Orleans for the
Hot
Super Bowl.
Boys.
Not just Hot Boys, Cash Money, all the songs Lil Wayne's done, whether it's Blink 182, there's no reason why Lil Wayne should not be performing the Super Bowl. There's one person who's stopping this. I know, it's not really a secret. Lil Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's that? Who's Lil Wayne artist? Drake.
Yeah,
this is
hating at this age is crazy.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
Bro, it's ridiculous. Like Mike, there's some hip hop that you probably don't know what's going on, to be totally honest with you. So we'll school you behind the scenes. Lil Wayne not to be performing in New Orleans for the Super Bowl is egregious, and it gotta stop. It gotta stop. Mike will tell you what's going on later. It gotta stop, bro. It gotta stop, man.
Yeah, and I'm doubling down on that. Hating at this age is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
I love Lil Wayne.
It's wild, bro.
Man. I work with Lil Wayne. I love him. Great dude.
And this has nothing towards Kendrick. If anybody deserved it, Kendrick would deserve it. But there's some backstory going on.
Yeah.
Why Lil Wayne is not performing the Super Bowl.
Right. I can dig it.
Yeah, that's sad. That's so sad. Yeah, that's like really sad. Like, come on, nigga.
For real, bro.
You're that insecure, man. Like,
it's crazy.
And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, DJ Academics jumped in to back up this theory about Jay-Z elevating Kendrick. He even brought up Drake's 2015 diss track Charged Up as possible motivation. Academics literally posted on X, Jay-Z and Roc Nation responsible for curating the Super Bowl halftime show. Remember that? And then dropped another bomb on Instagram saying, Jay-Z set up the play Drake J, forget about that charged up verse, he the higher ups. But the real gag? Drake's response to all this was filing 2 legal petitions against UMG, claiming they artificially inflated Kendrick's diss track's popularity. Some fans think Drake's just trying to mess with Kendrick's Super Bowl show, and according to Media Takeout, he even sent a cease and desist to the NFL. But apparently, the NFL isn't sweating Drake's threats at all. Sources close to Jay-Z say Roc Nation has warned Drake he's playing with fire if he thinks he can stop Kendrick from performing the biggest rap song of 2024. And here's the latest twist. Nicki Minaj, Drake's former BFF, is now accusing Jay-Z of using Kendrick as a puppet to get revenge on Drake and Wayne. The drama just never ends with these people. So what do you think? Can Drake really stop Kendrick from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? Or is he just making himself look worse by trying? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this tea is still piping hot and getting hotter by the minute.